more things change, the more they stay the same. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update for Wednesday, December the 9th. It is Bubba's Daily Update brought to you today by the HEDGE report, the Technical Commodity Report from Andy Hecht. And, of course, we're offering you, if you'd like to take a view at it, last week's edition so you can see what you're looking at. It is available to you at bubbatrade.com. But if you'd like to get last week's report, just go ahead and email me at bubba@bubbatrading.com. I'll be happy to send you last week's copy. In the meantime, what a day. The Pepto-Bismol market we have now. It's up and down like a yo-yo. Early this morning, they were up significantly, with the exception of the NASDAQ, which was struggling. And now suddenly they are all lower across the board, with the exception of the Russell. We're bouncing back and forth, and apparently this is the bet on whether or not there's going to be stimulus. So when somebody burps in Congress, they think they're getting the stimulus, the markets rally. It is wild. In the meantime, we're still long. That has not changed, and it will not change today. The metals, I'll tell you, it is interesting. Gold is under some pretty heavy pressure now. It's actually come back. It was down over about $35. It's down about 22 right now. And of course, we're long, which is great. But in the meantime, it's obviously everything is kind of balancing together, which is also tying into the illiquidity of the markets and the lack of volume. Platinum is down marginally, and silver is down about 60 cents. So gold and silver are under some pressure. Platinum is kind of hanging out. The nat gas is a little bit higher. We're still short. Copper is higher. We're still long. Crude is just to come off after the EIA report. It's now lower. We are still long. It was higher earlier. It's now lower. The dollar is now higher. It was lower. So you can see the way things continue to rotate back and forth. It's like a nut house out there right now. And bonds and notes are getting clobbered once again. But this will change. Again, this is however the wind's blowing at the current time. And, of course, this is what they created when they raised the margin so ridiculous and took away the liquidity. You get these big moves out of nowhere that are, I forget what I used to call them, but sometime it'll come back to my memory. And in the meantime, you get these big, huge moves, and then they go back the other way. And it's very challenging and very illiquid. And again, if you're trading actively, just be very careful and very cautious. That's all you can do. In the meantime, we have obviously the WASD report tomorrow, which I don't care about, but overall, they're talking about it, and you're seeing some pretty wild action in the grains as well. Overnight, they were much lower, and then they were much higher this morning, and now they're kind of mid-range. All three, beans, bean, and quarter up. We're still long beans and beans and corn, short wheat. But overall, you're really just trading inside yesterday's ranges, which means we're probably setting up for a much bigger move tomorrow. But again, we're at pretty good levels, and I'm pretty comfortable as long as they can hold in here. But it's been a crazy week, up and down like a yo-yo. Meats, they're all near the unchanged level. Cattle is slightly higher. Hogs are slightly lower, and that's really pretty simple. We'll see. Again, everything is kind of dependent. But the biggest key still remains the lack of liquidity, the lack of volume, the lack of activity. In the softs, we are now short cocoa. It is a little bit lower now. Cotton is lower. We're still long. OJ is lower. We are still long. Coffee is lower. We're still long. And sugar is lower, and we're still long. I mean, higher. We're still long. So again, but there isn't a lot to sink your teeth into. Nor is there a lot of movement. Okay, I mean, there's big movement, but at the end, it just kind of flattens out. So we'll see where we go from here. It appears we're still going to make new highs in equities, and again, we'll see. But at the end of the day, again, just be careful. That's the only words I can use for you today is caution. Okay. In the meantime, don't forget about our partners at Family Farms. Obviously, they are a great partner, and hopefully someday we'll get out of the house and be able to go back on and meet with people face to face. But Overall, it's really about educating and helping our farming friends to better ways to hedge and protect their money, protect their farms, and so on and so forth. And of course, our brokerage partners, and I believe ours are the best. I have others, just to be clear, but there are, we've got two that we really prefer. And for equities and options, it's Tradier. And I just say to you the same thing as always. It's $10 a month. I mean, how can you beat that? I'm sure you'll save a lot of money if you switch to them. Now, again, you don't have to. There is no requirement. We don't care where you trade. We're just looking to help you save money. But in the meantime, if you do choose Tradier, you can then choose our option to use the automatic trading portion of our models, which is it'll do it for you based on your parameters, and it's set to our software on reversal signals and things like that. So, look, that's up to you. There's no pressure. We're not making you do it. They're giving you the option if you choose to do it that way. In the meantime, Tradier, great for customer service, answers the phone, takes care of you. And for futures and commodities, there's nothing like CTG Group, the letter of direction trading, which is what our members use, including me, and to do all my trading with them. I let them handle my signals. We send them the signals. They make the trades. And of course, they have great customer service. They've got some brand new managed futures products. I urge you to check them out. They're, again, great customer service, great with what they do, and they walk you through it. They take you through the setting up the account, the whole thing. So that's CTG. And again, I have other accounts, but that's why I chose to trade my account. Okay. And of course, our high school program, which we are building and I'm actually rebuilding. And, again, I fund most of it. I have gotten some help from you at Patreon. And if you'd like to be one of the contributors, it's at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, last night's football game was what we thought it would be, a mess. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Daily Update. It is Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Thursday for Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. Be careful and be cautious.